Hey, we are live streaming our weekly review, and
Yep.
I just realized I don't have headphones in. Excuse me while I make a horrible sound. There we go. So we are doing our weekly review at a different time because I realized I needed to change a thing so that I can ever meet with my editor. And so we had to change. I apologize for the complete and utter lack of notice.
Yep.
But we're gonna try Mondays, which I think for some people actually will be a better fit because you're sort of planning your week.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're gonna be doing Monday weekly reviews. So welcome anyone who knew that. The one person I had contact information for that joins, I texted. So
Yep.
Anyway, but we're gonna do our weekly review one way or the other.
Yes.
Colleen, do you have any themes for your weekly review this week?
You go first.
I am using all of my willpower to not do a project that I've been actually sort of doing some pre-planning on before we got here. Yeah. I will have to do the first two tasks because they're like on my mind. Like if I were to do a mind dump and then any 2-minute actions, they would be the first things I would do. So those two need to happen because they are less than 2 minutes, and I'll forget where they are if I wait a half an hour. But I'm going to try to go through it. Normally, I've been really feeling like I need one, like the fact that I was so out of it last week and didn't get a proper weekly review has been really nagging at me. Because I'm in like uber deadline mode again.
Yeah.
I may preference reviewing projects that are related to those.
Right.
But my plan is to do a fairly normal review, like try to put, I've been having tons of anxiety. And so I feel like my two main ways to deal with that moving forward are make sure that my brain is empty of like really powerful shoulds that could actually bite me, and exercise more. And other than that, like, I don't know what else to do about you, anxiety. So that's my plan, is to get those things out of control. So I'm going to try to like tackle the things and like look through the inbox. Are there bombs? That kind of thing. And if I have a chance, I may continue with this thing I was doing a little while ago of, oh, I found a project that doesn't need to happen before the conference. Let's defer. Yeah. So, yeah, I had a big thing, a sweep of that, but it's not like I finished. So I'd be doing more of that to make my current OmniFocus view a lot more current.
Ooh.
What about you?
I think I need to go through my scheduled tasks, because one of the things that's been happening is bumping a bunch of things to tomorrow for weeks, or maybe a week ahead. But yeah, because scheduling tasks is not a thing that David Allen advocates.
There is a time and a place. He does talk about it.
Can't grocery shop when you're not at the grocery store. So yeah, but the things that I'm putting on a specific day to try and motivate myself to do them. Yeah. Now, again, there's no hard and fast rules. Like I moved the reminder to measure my toddler specifically to the portion of my day scheduled when they are asleep, because I discovered a floppy toddler and a measuring tape. There's no movement. It might be not as accurate. Ask me if I care. So, yeah, again, it's Yeah, but it's the one I need to look for things that are scheduled to increase motivation, because Brittany, does that work? In the absence
No.
of anything else, does scheduling a task increase an ADHD person's motivation to do it?
No. However, there is a time and a place.
Yes.
Well, and it isn't, because what you asked is, does it increase motivation? It does not. However, it can help us manage our available resources so that we aren't trying to do it at the time, or thinking about it at the times that we can't do it anyway.
Right.
And what it can do is like chunk it down. If you find things are scheduled at the same time, then that is problematic. If you find that you ignore it always, it is decreasing your motivation, not increasing it. All that stuff.
Yeah. So basically, I'm going to go through all of the things that are scheduled in like oldest to most recent.
Okay.
And that'll be the best way, I think, because the closer it is to now, the more likely it is that it's actually like something that I do every single day that I checked off today. It's already rescheduled for tomorrow. That means it's what I wanted. So I'm going oldest to newest. And I also want to clear my inbox, which has 13 items in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know my different inboxes, but when I was, so last night, I'm leaving at like a different time and a different place anyway to go home. And I was having so much anxiety about leaving this location that I'm in. And it was probably just like other anxiety things. But one of the things I was turning through my brain, and like my husband was saying, well, is it like an important email you're supposed to send? And I'm like, I don't know. It's that useless Neville's remember all. Like, I have a gut thing that tells me you're forgetting something, although I'm pretty sure it was just anxiety and I wasn't actually forgetting something last night. But it doesn't tell you what you forgot, and that is useless. So, but having a much cleaner space is a way to like tell my brain, nope, there's this thing. Nope, you actually do remember turning off the oven. Just because you're having anxiety that you didn't doesn't change the fact that you remember turning off the oven.
Yep.
And in fact, this house had not burned down when I arrived today. Anyway,
we can all bear witness.
And having like one place to check if I'm having a panic is great. This is not a normal thing for me. I've just been having like 2 weeks of anxiety. And so like having like, where do I check? Like I checked like my do stuff in OmniFocus, but like knowing that I had unprocessed stuff was a thing I couldn't tell my amygdala, like, no, chill out. So
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Inbox is also good. I will also tackle mine. It might be slightly emergency scanning.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. And getting into that more regularly.
Yeah.
I was just blessed with a big window of time today. Oh, guess what? Can I brag?
Oh.
I did some major self-care today. I had a lot of tasks to do, and I did them on the hiking trail, and I was out for like almost 2 hours.
Wow.
Outside hiking. So I did self-care today.
You did.
Anyway. All right. So should we get started? Oh, Ozok has a plan.
Oh.
Not talking to you, Siri. Start with checking and updating scheduled items for this week in the paper diary, like as in the British. After that, in some order, create next week's text document, task list, review, update this week's tasks, and do some 2-minute tasks, check emails, clear spam folders. Okay. Nice. Ooh, and a recommend on Atomic Habits, which I'm also a big fan of.
Yes.
So cool. That's awesome. And when needed, don't forget to set a 2-minute timer for a 2-minute task.
Yep.
If, like me, you're somebody prone to get lost in it.
Yep.
All right. You know what I want to do really quickly, just because I haven't in a while, is I want to share the actual official thing and then pull up ours.
Yep.
And this is partly because I had invited somebody to join. A client was talking about doing reviews on Monday, and I said, hey, if you don't get it done in the morning, we'll be your backup plan. You can mute me and everything. So they were get clear, collecting loose papers, into zero, empty your head, which is occasionally dangerous, but important. Get current, to review your lists, calendar, waiting for list, review project lists, anyway, and get creative. And I've not really gotten here in any review. But just to remember that we're usually going to get, a lot of times we're going to get burned out before we actually finish all of them. So that's why a lot of times we'll start off by prioritizing what it is we want to tackle.
Yep.
And then we can like make sure we're getting whatever feels the most pressing this week done.
Yes.
And then move on.
Because that's the whole point of, it's not about you can't 100% weekly review. You can't. It's not possible. So what you do is you figure out like, what is my 80-20 thing? What is the 20% that's going to get me the 80% result?
Yeah. So with that, I will swap the share. Hi, Chrome, where are you? There we are. I keep saying, this is the week that I'm going to clean up the document at the end. Last week was not the week.
I don't think this week's the week either.
It might not be. I decided on a bribe for myself for actually like finishing all of my work and getting home at a reasonable hour. Am I in freaking edit mode again? Yeah, I'm in suggesting. Why does it always want me in suggesting? Oh. Oh gosh. Oh, I think I figured it out.
Oh yeah?
The keyboard command for strike through on iOS involves Command Option Shift and then another key, and it's Command Shift in Chrome, but without the other key. If you had the other key, it tells you that you're in suggesting mode.
Got it. I was just Googling that. I would not have found it since that's the problem. Yeah.
Okay, this thing that I completely failed to do in the last meeting, I do need to import that as a project.
Okay.
That's what I do first, but because it didn't happen and I was just feeling dumb. I had a thing, but I did do that. Oops.
All right, well, since you're formatting, I'm gonna go and go.
I think I'm good.
Cool.
Actually, all right. It is time to pull up the video. And I will check in. Oh, you're welcome for the reminder. I was thought. Burnout and avoidance and recovery. My favorite one is finding on avoidance is making sure you're fitting in things that bring you joy. But yeah, I don't have any off the top of my head, but I will think on it. All right, I am gonna set up. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh my I'm still pretty in weekend mode. We're going to see how this whole review thing on Monday happens. Sleep has still been a complete thing with the capital TH. Wow. I'm struggling to get all set up. Sometimes I feel like I'm stuck in an endless loop because as much as I get processed, I end up with more processing to do that are the ideas I write down in my weekly review, but I have no energy to process them afterwards. Excuse me. I am. Actually kind of impressed with myself. I printed up a new calendar yesterday while I was watching a really horrible movie with riff tracks. If you've not been unfortunate enough to choose to keep watching the entire CGI Beowulf, I feel like everybody at separate times said like, hey, should we turn this off? Because it's terrible. And it entirely takes place in the Uncanny Valley. But then there was never any agreement at the same time. So we finished it. Fine riffs, but ugh. Okay, I've got this in. Man, I'm slow today. I am not prepped at all. Okay. Clearing my notifications. There's the text from you. Okay, and there's one reminding me to do an action I haven't done. I have a lot of those pinned threads too. They are. Okay, I sent that, which means I can clear it. Oh. And then I had a couple of reminders in that I need to figure out if I need to actually send a message or not. Oh gosh, this is just one of those things where I get in and I see a whole bunch of horrible stuff. Wow, yeah, I'm not on task. I mean, I'm on a task. I'm not on my intended task. Um, I have an emergency thing that I have to take care of because that's how life is sometimes. I need to capture something else. I have a nasty feeling this is going to be the kind of review where I get a lot of stuff done and I don't feel any better. I don't feel more reviewed. I felt accomplished for taking care of things, but not reviewed. I just unearthed some more stuff. Guess that's why we make ourselves look at the email periodically. Yeah, this is not a 2-minute action that I'm dealing with, but it's not one that can wait either.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
I don't feel well. We have
I am.
and it is just, I have to go lie down. So.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I'm really sorry to leave you, but yeah, I think it's down because we're just at sunset here. So it's like, okay, I can get through. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'll be okay. It's the kind of feeling bad where being on a stream is gonna not help. So
Yeah, totally. I'm
I
so
might
sorry.
do the thing, but I have to lie down. So
Okay.
yeah.
I'm sad you're not getting your review.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna scan and make sure that nothing like big is gonna bite me, but yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, thanks for
All right.
I did get some done, but not very much. Anyway.
All right. Feel
Good
better.
luck. text me about your progress, and I'll
All right.
see you later.
Okay. Bye. Okay. I'm still on, right? It looks like I am. Okay, good. It's weird because like Zoom makes it just a big screen of me when somebody else leaves. Okay. What was I doing? I feel so sad that she got sick. Okay. Yeah, I hope she does too. I think she will. She's you didn't hear this from me, but she celebrated Canadian Thanksgiving yesterday, and I think there were complications to Thanksgiving. Okay. I was dealing with the emergency. That's what I was doing. I'm afraid we're gonna have 2 weeks in a row of terrible reviews. Okay. That's what I was doing. Specifically checking on a client status. I cannot win today. I just got an alert that my hard drive is almost full as I'm recording this to the local drive. It's just that kind of day. I don't know what's in the trash, but go empty it. Huh, freed up 64 gigs. Take it. Okay. Wow, this has been exhausting. Thanks, Ozark. Yeah, sunset time is brutal for me in the fall and winter. Yeah, it's bad. So between Zoom and YouTube, there's a delay. And so I come back over to see if anybody's messaged before I get up and leave. And I'm just looking like this in the image. I was like, oh, wow. My feels are showing. So I'm gonna set back the, wow, the timer. Okay. It just feels like I've been through like 6 of those. I really haven't been. By the way, that thing I said was the task I needed to do really fast before I started anything else. I didn't do that. So, in the spirit of a proper wrap, I'm going to okay. Yeah, my brain's just unloading more crap. Okay. All right, what am I doing when I come back? All right. This is just gonna be one of those days. I'm gonna need another minute. It's just how it be. Okay, I'm gonna do that, and then yeah. I just realizing where I found my rabbit hole. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. I need to write down exactly where I was that I got completely lost. I'm going to come back to this list, that one that says clear notifications, because that's where it was. In clear notifications. Still don't have my whole brain back. I would like it back. I miss it. It's useful when it works. Basically, I went into my email to look up this one thing to see if this task was past date, because it's, one of those due dates, truly a due date. If I missed it and it's past time, it's just done. I don't do the task. And I needed to see if I'd missed the date. And so I was verifying in my email. And that's when I saw the bomb. Oh, the bomb. 2 bombs on that one project in one day. It honestly makes me terrified to want to look at my email anymore today. I just Okay. All right. And I do have pin threads to do too. Like that's where I am. I'm at step 1 at the end of the longer segment. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pull up the other document and go for, yeah, there we go. The one that says right back. It's not a document. It's just scrolling. Okay. And I'll be right back and maybe be a little less useless. Oh, you know what else I just realized? It's not showing my screen anymore. Oh, because I turned that off, I guess. Wow. And I'm the person that didn't have to leave sick. That explains why I was having a way easier time navigating everything without that share thing hanging out. I must have stopped that when Colleen left. I don't know. I think I'm a little out of it too. Okay, so I'll be right back. Have a good stretch break. Oh, there we go. Boop. Okay. Apparently I was gone longer than I thought because, yeah, I had no idea. It helps brains. Weird. Okay. So I am going to come back into things, and you know what? I'm going to do that in a minute because I left my iPad upstairs. Oh my gosh. There are these black granite countertops, and my iPad really blends in with them. It's worse if I put it on like the stove because it's all black, because it's one of those like convection ones. I can say words. And yeah, it just blends right in. Okay, so I'm gonna do the start again because yeah. I wrote out all the things I needed to do. I can't even tell you how strong, and this is a vote for co-working. If that's something you have the option to do, because without Colleen here, it is harder for me to finish, and it was not that easy to begin with. So instead of just saying, I just want to write off this day because, oh my gosh, just I'm really glad I went for that walk, but man, everything seems to conspire against me today. And sometimes those days you just want to quit. But if I can get some of these things off my plate, I will feel a lot better tomorrow and for the rest of the week. So in the spirit of I'm doing this for me, I'm going to get back into the clearing notifications. Oh, right, fix the doc. It turns out that the clear notifications things had multiple steps, so it was easy to get lost in them. So I'm going to get back to that, which was checking my sent emails. Oh, okay. I'm going to log this before I forget it yet again. I think it's time to do. Oops. Oh, yeah. Makes things way better. Oh, I was whining about the shortcut keys for crossing things off in Google Docs. Apparently the doc is different than Google Sheets. That's awesome. Okay, I did hear back. Yeah, this is more of that, like, I don't have the RAM to plan out all of these steps when they're not technically part of the same thing, but here we are. So, okay. That's close enough. But I'm probably going to count it. Excuse me. Really glad I checked in because I would have looked like a huge dummy if I had sent that thing without checking. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I don't need to look into any more of these, just enough that I can get rid of those two that were on my notifications. That's all I needed to do. Okay. This other one is a really smart move, so I'm gonna do that. Got a lot of just 2-minute-ish things in there. Okay. I'm gonna do those ones that I wrote out. Go me. This is my worst review ever. Okay, that's not fair. Last week's is probably the worst. This is a bad trend. um, oh. I can't do that. Okay. That one taken care of. Oh. I feel like I've hit a new low. I need a multiple reminders to take pills. Like, I already have one, but because I kept not doing it, I had to make myself a more time sensitive one just for today. Yeah, I don't think I'm that sharp today. That was my next notification. Midday pills. It's 4:30. Hey kids, this is how to not be. Was like said, an iPad feature is more invisible when in dangerous locations. For example, induction stove. I love them because you can't leave them on. Like, I could be paranoid last night that I left the oven on, but I couldn't be paranoid I left the stove on unless there was a pan on it. But you could turn it on with your iPad on, and that would still work because it's a magnet. But mostly I like it because it cuts out. But you know what else I'd like? I'd like stoves that turn off after a certain amount of time, like automatically. I don't understand like why this isn't just a thing that's easy to get and common, because like, I mean, even if you didn't factor ADHD in, we have a whole lot of aging population that would like to live independently. Like, let's just stop the common errors. I don't know. Oh, in case anyone at home is curious, I'm still on this whole clear notifications, but I did make it to pin threads. Yeah, I made it to step 2. Holy crap, an hour and a half in. Oh my gosh. Oh. Now I have the song. I can't remember the real title of the song, but you know, know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Yeah, I'm feeling. I feel like the world is telling me to fold it. In our ADHD guild, there's become a whole thing lately of people who are struggling to remember their supplements. So actually, I know I'm not the only person. I just thought it was silly that I needed an extra reminder. I haven't joined in because I take too many supplements and no one wants to hear from me 5 times a day. But where they tag each other in the Discord when they've taken their pills, like, hey, I took mine. Did you take your supplements? Yeah. Oh my goodness. This is one of the pin threads. I had to ask a question to get an answer. Oh, fun. Okay, this one, I want to say it was just pinned so we could plan the thing that we did yesterday. That's the biggest problem. You can't really leave a note to yourself about why did I leave this pinned. So you really can't let it get out of control. Oh yeah. Some days, you know. All right. My glasses are filthy. All right. I got the pin threads. Oh, except the one. I was like, wait, what does that not feel right? Because it's, you can message you when you copy it in your Mac, you can copy who said it. That's a big deal. Okay, unpin. Okay, so I can unpin that. I did all those things. And even more than normal. I feel like I want a lot of applause for it. Oh my gosh, this one's almost done. Oh, wow. This is really... You know what? I think if I discover anything else in my inbox, I might actually flip out. So here's what I'm thinking. Even though it's under inbox process, this is not what I'm doing. So this has been weighing on me is I've ended up with a few meeting notes I've not imported stuff in from yet. and one of these ended up kind of getting merged into the other one. So I am going to do that next when I come back from break. I'm going to see if I can do those two. Remember the quick tasks I was going to do at the start? See if I can do those two right now. Oh, thank you, Ozak the Gambler. I knew it wasn't the title of the words in the song, but that's all I could remember. Another card playing earworms. I mean songs, poker face, no cheap thrill. Yeah. Good. Okay, so when I come back, I'm gonna do those. I'm gonna see if really quick I can. I'm making such a mess in this document. Quick do. I know what that means. Derek's my editor. And a fine one he is, even if it's not actually his real job. I mean, he does do video editing in his real job too, but I don't know what that means. Oh. Mm. So, regarding the, the previous thing, one of our other fires we've been putting out today. I need to let Kelly know that when you do screen recordings, place your audiobook. Fortunately, I played it on my computer. That's my phone, which has my AirPods connected. Okay. As Zach said, I think today maybe, I don't know if I can use the distractions more or less today, but they're more appreciated today. Asked if Derek's seen The Good Place, and I don't know, but my guess is no. But yeah. Okay. Oh, right. I was going to quickly do the Derek tasks. That was adorable. Just adorable. Okay. All right. I'm going to get up, but I'm going to try to make it quick this time. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to write in import. All right. Okay. I've captured that, and I will move the thing up. And then I hope this time and not get distracted with whatever I got distracted with. Okay, so I'm having one of those ADHD days where you walk upstairs and then you just stare at something. And then you can't remember why you're there. So if that's any indicator for anything else, goody. And I had one more thing added to my urgent list. So I'm capturing that. Why do I keep feeling out this whole Monday thing? I don't know if it's a Monday thing or something else. But Colleen and I have meetings every Monday morning. And so it's not like us talking on Monday is a strange event. It's not. And this morning, we're both just skywalking, complaining so hard. And finally said, and I was like, oh, so this is what the cartoon strip said a Monday was, because that's just sort of what it was feeling like. So I do think this is actually an unusual day. But it's hard to tell. So first, wait. Okay, here we go. First, I need to get the link. So we're getting started. And I'm trying to get through these things that are like just so urgent I can't not. But which is bad weekly review strategy. But I also think it will take longer to capture than to just do. So I'm gonna just do it. Okay. Nice. Yeah, it feels like I started streaming 105 minutes ago. Thanks. Okay, I did that one. I got the link to Colleen, who's been back and forth. Like she's texted me and she's feeling better and then she's feeling worse. I think she's just gonna go to bed soon, probably as soon as her kid gets home. I mean, like as soon as she's put her kid to bed, she'll probably go to bed. Okay, I'm doing the Derek tasks, which are, one is in a note. Not that one, not that one. Okay. I'm connected to said backup drive. It's a fair place to put them. So I'm just moving some file. Like, move some files so I can send a document, like just these little things so that my editor can do his stuff. Because I want to make sure he's not waiting on me for anything. Why don't I just give him these? The one I didn't screw up. I'm just realizing he didn't get back to me. To communicating with people is hard. Oops. I'm like sloppy enough that I'm using shortcut keys wrong, like hitting command instead of alt and stuff. Yeah. So mostly I'm ending up communicating with collaborators. Oh gosh. Um, I admit it, I feel better having done some of that stuff, but again, not what I need to do. Oh. My brain is going to be the wrong sponge after this. believe she's able to still talk to me. That's one of the people I'm talking to is Colleen. Thank you, Ozok. Yeah, sometimes communication is useful to do promptly. The funny thing is I was getting ready to text another message to my editor. The first one I sent, because I have his location on Find My Friends. I, on purpose, texted him before he left for work because I could see he was still at home. And he's probably getting ready for work at that point, though. And then he hadn't gotten back to me. That was like at 1 p.m. And I was just composing a new message to him when he responded to the first one. Oh. I should say, so any of these tasks I need to do for you, I need to do them tomorrow. That's the only day I have before we meet. Which is why I had to move this, because our only overlapping time off and hours awake is Wednesday afternoon after our guild meeting. Okay. I have one more Derek task. Where was it? Oh, it's in that software. Oh, I remember what the task is. It is 2 things. Why? Why is the shortcut key to resize things in iOS different on all the apps? It's so rude. So rude. Okay. Okay. Oops. Oh gosh. You know when you think you're about to do something really simple and fast? And then you realize that you were just really wrong. That. Now I just feel like I'm sort of stuck into in for a penny, in for a pound. Hmm. Make a simple outline that Derek can follow. Wow, this has been an impressive thing. Okay, it's almost ready. It's almost ready. It's almost ready. Sorry. I one of the fires that I was putting out during this. And then I just saw urgent thing from Colleen. Sorry. So one of our urgent things that came through, I just got an alert to say, do you need to look into this? And the funny thing is, we talked about it at our morning meeting, and the answer was no, we didn't need to look into it. And then it turned out that we did. Then I just got an alert after dealing with it during this. Did I need to look into that? Yeah, maybe I did need to look into that. Oh my gosh. Today, I wanted more review classic review that happened here. Oh, I had such high hopes. I'm sure Colleen did too, though. Ah, poor girl. So I think she's actually going to bed now, which is good. And hopefully I will get to bed by a similar time in my time zone. Almost done making these all purple. Purple is his favorite color. So I'm making all of the things specifically that I need him to look at purple. Okay. Now I just need to move it. To the top of the document. Okay, there it is. It's at the beginning. I can put it in the note. Where do I put that note? Such a nice little outline of things I was going to do. Okay, time to Ruh-roh. Oh, I was going to try to share two documents. And I've shared it with Derek. Yay! I've caught up to things that I never intended to do. Well, I've caught up to these things. Man, it is just a snowbally kind of day. That other stuff I wanted to import did not happen the way I intended. Zach said, and when someone says, I bet you'll be surprised how much you can get done in blank minutes, like, yeah, but not because it's more than I expected. I could do like ever. Nice. Updating recur. So how did you do, Ozak? Was it more of the stuff you intended to do than I did? Oh my. Let's get over to that document. I can get rid of that. I sure would like to import this speaker project, but I think I'm about done for the night. Yeah, I would love to import that. I would love to import a lot of tasks from a lot of places that didn't get imported. Man, if I thought that it was very successful when I just randomly did one of these on my own, I would, but it doesn't seem to do that well. So I don't know. Man, getting that project imported would be pretty great. You know what I am going to do? I am going to, why is my week lined up like this? I'm going to put in a thing for tomorrow. Do you ever have the kind of task that it's like, oh my gosh, I get this done so much better when I just batch out a ton of it, but that's like actually super inappropriate for batching? Like, as in how the rest of the world interacts with it is a terrible idea for batching. Yeah. I got one of those. Okay, I put it on my calendar for tomorrow. We were talking about the beginning, scheduling tasks. And I'm not going to be insanely hard on myself if I fail at it. Ooh, 1.5 hours. That's the perfect reminder. Oh, I made my travel time 1.5 hours. That's not what I meant. I meant 90 minutes. But it does have travel time. Cool. Again, if I could get that one, like, just still trying to find these ways to get this anxiety like tamped down a little bit. So I'm hoping if I can get that like processed and out of the way. Then I will feel better about other things. And don't think I've forgotten that my taxes are due on Friday. And I have not done those, not even a little bit. Fortunately, our guild is having an unhappy hour during happy hour time where we're gonna all do stuff that we're very unhappy about. And I cannot think of very many things that make me less happy than taxes. So yeah. I'm gonna stop this share though. Okay, I'm not thrilled with where I got with things. I feel like I did a better job of reviewing earlier. I mean, I did a mind sweep earlier and I like, oh, where do I feel like I am with this project? I let go of something before it was absolutely the deadline that definitely the project would be better with, but that I just decided we didn't need to do because it would put too much pressure on my team. And that means me too. It was going to put too much pressure on me. And yeah, I was thinking through like, okay, what are the steps I really need to do? What could I drop? Like, it was good, like in the woods, being one with myself thinking. Let's see if Ozak can answer my question. Ozak did some useful weekly review things after getting a bit of a slow start due to being stuck in a project. I don't know what it's like to get stuck in something. Kidding. I'd previously been looking at stuff to order online and there were a lot of rabbit holes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Menu of tasks, sortable by type of effort or like when they can occur works better. Yeah. There are occasions where a time works. I always find it's either it needs to be one that it's like, okay, no, but for reals, this has to happen at this time, or like it's not going to happen. You know, things like I let my prescriptions not get picked up until the last day before they'll be reshelved. And this is the only time I have during that day. I mean, that's that's a window, right? That's for reals. But sometimes it reminds me of my intention so that I can get going on it faster. And then sometimes that works. But if it's one that I decide I'm going to do in the morning on the elliptical, which is what this is, it almost always has to be optional. Otherwise, I'll also avoid doing it. And that, like, I don't want to avoid the elliptical because I'm avoiding the task, you know, that's bad. So I just have to have permission to not do it. And if I don't get it done, it's fine. Like I'll forget about it until next time. It's not really due that day. It's just I wanted to be reminded of it at that particular time. So that's, I was like pointed out, yeah, if it's also tied to a previous task, then yeah, you need to know that you can do it. So as much as I wish I were leaving this with a lot more stuff processed than I am, this is what I got. Thank you for joining me and our new time, at least for now, unless it turns out that Mondays are always this awful. But hopefully this is just us still recovering from her family's been sick and I've just been having bad sleep and anxiety. So hopefully that's all it is. And we'll be more back into our routine next week. So, all right. Ozak does more errand batching than habit stacking. Yeah, that's a good one too. All right. Thank you so much for joining us and we'll see you next time. Bye.